Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here, and I'm back with another Aston Villa episode, career mode story, and you can see right here how many matches where we haven't really picked up any good results, some draws, but a lot of losses right now, for a couple reasons. It's really mixed with players not being good enough, and morale problems, injury problems, and I'll explain it a bit in this video. But yeah, it hasn't really gone down well. You see my last match, losing against Brighton in the FA Cup, was playing Darren Bent and got something. I'm not sure if what I talked about lately with him, but actually I had him transfer listed. Well, he was transfer listed by request, so I thought I might as well list him at not needed. I even I even played him in that last match so he can get, maybe teams might be interested to get him, but there hasn't been much interest. And the thing is, he said, along with Stephen Ireland as well, they both said if they don't leave, they're going to have to take more action. Look, I can't help it if no teams want them, so I can't really do more than that. I actually want to sell them, but if more teams want them, I'm not sure what to do with that. But anyway, you can see the bad results. But one thing with transfer, we got Jamal Bakar from Montpellier on a free transfer coming at the end of the season on approach to sign. He's got some nice preferred moves, curls the ball, cuts inside and runs with the ball often. That's very good because he is a pacey player, as you can see, and he's got very good dribbling, first touch, and technique as well. The creativity is only 10, that's a big thing, but still he can just get those crosses in for the strike and hopefully create some goals. Things aren't going well right now, and that's the thing. This is why I played through it a lot, even though it was my plan anyway. Being Aston Villa, realistically, we weren't going to win anything this season, and we were most likely just going to come that lower mid-table position, especially with other teams overachieving, like Cardiff, they're even on top of us, Norwich, who else? Swansea maybe, Fulham as well, they're overachieving in 7th, and even Newcastle's 3rd, so this is kind of a real life where Aston Villa probably would have finished similar to last year, so it's kind of realistic. And the thing is, there's heaps of players in my team that's not really good enough right now, and injuries to big players, especially Antonio Luna. This guy was a big player early in the season, but he's gotten injured, and yeah, we're starting to concede more goals since he was gone. If you see earlier, we're conceding lots of goals here, but if you look up earlier here, we get one loss against Chelsea 5-0, but you can see we're getting only against West Brom there, no goals conceded, just one goal conceded there against Arsenal, no goals against Southampton conceded, only one against Crystal Palace, none against Leeds, so you can really tell the difference. And also Nathan Baker was injured as well after some very good start to at least the time I've played him, in the first games for me. But with that, I'll show you some other transfers I made. I did actually do some transfers at least. I send out players on loan and all that kind of thing. But we only really... of course, I have to explain one thing. Adam Lalic, he got a 2-month injury, so I really just sent him back to Fiorentina. And that allowed me to sign another loan player, Albert Riera, who's had experience in the Premier League before, so that's very good. 2 seasons with Liverpool, and a season earlier, even a couple seasons before he joined Liverpool, was at Man City. So he knows the league, he knows the English football, and he can both play, in my formation at least, he can play the left wing or the left back, and definitely has to come in for Luna. And yeah, like I said, he's used to playing in the Premier League. Here you can see the wage budget in the red. Unfortunately, Riera, he had to cost a bit for the wage, but don't worry about that. I'm sure towards the next season that will get all fixed, and yeah, hopefully can improve on results. But that's the reason I played through it a lot, because this season we weren't realistically going to win anything. We were just going to finish that lower mid-table, and that's the expectations. And you see in my confidence, my board is not happy, like my position is stable, because that's the expectations in the competition. The minimum expectation is to achieve a mid-table position, and the board are pleased that we're doing so, even though our performance haven't been great. So we're doing that currently, but I do want to finish off the season good, so I get that contract renewal. So I'll show you, because I definitely need, because your contract in the first season is only 1 year. I'm pretty sure it's only 1 year. So if you go to my profile, it ends at the end of this season. So I want to finish off the season well, so they see I'm at least showing some direction of the team. So I'll go move into the match now against Fulham. It is an important match. If you look here, where's Fulham? Yeah, they're doing really well. I suppose realistically the highest we can finish is probably 11th, because Stoke, see that difference between Stoke and Liverpool, that 7 point break, and even Stoke have the game in hand as well. So realistically, the highest I can finish is 11th, and Liverpool's there. But also, Liverpool sold Suarez to Barcelona for 55 million, so that's a big thing for them. So a big goal scorer gone, so realistically, we do have a chance. So we'll just make some subs in here. Bring Ashley Westwood, again, another injury to Yakuba Sia. But that's what I've been getting all season. Tonev, he said he wants to play more, so I might give him a chance. I'm not sure who's Agbonglahor. I don't know, maybe he needs a break. Or Brighton hasn't really been great. And yeah, I said to Tonev I'll give him a chance, so I might as well. I'll take Bakuna out and we'll try it again. Anyway, yeah, we'll bring Tonev onto the right side. I said I'll give him a chance, so I might as well. I'll take Nzogbia off and put Albert Riera. And with the signing of him, he brings into like a good quality player. That's the thing we're lacking. We don't have much quality players. The only really quality players we have is Bent, who I'm trying to sell, and our other striker in Bent. Of course, I'm going to take him off because he's almost going to release his clause, or he's going to reach his clause, I should say. From the last, who did he come from? He came from Sunderland, I believe. He came from Sunderland, and if he plays a couple more matches, we have to pay them like a couple million. So I'm just going to avoid that. And yeah, I don't see a future of Bent at the team. So I'm just going to put on, Benteke, and then I'll just take Bent out of the team. Even though he's on good form, I don't want to pay that million. It's not going to be worth it, especially if we lose the match. Like, what's the point? Ron Villar as well. I think I'll bring him back for, I gave my experienced centre-backs a rest, and I'll bring him back in now. I gave him rest for the FA Cup. I didn't want to really do good in the FA Cup. I just want to focus on the league. I don't want to finish too low because, I do want to get that contract renewal. Lowton, he's been decent. So put Riera, Vla and Kyriakos. I need to keep playing them a lot. You need that experience, like I said, and it really shows in the average rating. And also Ireland, he's in the same boat as Bent. And I'm going to bring Gary Gardner back in. He was out on loan in Empower League 1 for Sheffield United. He scored 3 goals, got 3 assists, decent. He wasn't amazing in his average rating, but he's got really good potential. You see the 3.5 star, but in his information, he's dubbed the new Glenn Hoddle. So, of course, that would give him good potential. And, I really like him. And he gets into opposition area, I should say. And that's good for a box-to-box midfielder. And he shoots from distance and dictates tempo. Those are really good preferred moves for that kind of position. And he's still a young player. And you can see that a lot of morale is poor because we're having bad results. And there's nothing really you can do to improve the morale. I've already had team meetings, didn't really improve it much. So this is all pretty much I can do. So we've got Bannon, he's decent. Westwood as defensive mid. There's not much else I can do apart from just play the matches and hope as you can see, their team is there. And we've got to give a number to Gary Gardner coming in. I'll give him number 5. And if he does well, who knows, he'll keep that number. And I have really high hopes of him because, like I said, his preferred moves and his potential and all that kind of thing. And Benteke, he's one who needs to lift. He's maybe one reason why our results have dropped. Before that goal he scored against Newcastle, he went on like a 13-game or 12-game drought, as you can see here. Look at that, all those games without scoring. Just ridiculous. He started like a house on fire, remember, in the first couple of episodes, and he's still got a decent goals record, so you think that's a bit weird. He could have had a record-breaking season, but he went on a really bad run, and I'm not sure why, and that really led us to dropping in the table, to be honest. He kept us with those early wins, and to be honest, we've only got 2 wins since those first 4 wins in the first month or so that was very good. Berbatov and Damari, 2 very good strikers. This guy's, I'm not sure if he starts at Fulham or something, or they bought him for 2.6 million, but he's a really good striker in the game. He's got great flair. He's pretty pacey as well. A very good finisher. Still fairly young at 23, so he's someone you can buy for really cheap. As you saw, Fulham got him really cheap, so you got to watch out for them. But I'll just do what I've been doing, even though it hasn't been working well. But I think it's more so not down to my tactics. It's more so down to my players just not going to be good enough. I'll take off closing down because, no specific instruction. More so it's down to my players. The players aren't good enough for Premier League level, really. The midfielders is the big reason. We just need like I mentioned before, with Bent and Benteke, we don't have much world-class players that you need world-class players to really dominate in the Premier League, and that's what I'll look to bring in, like Riera on a loan. He's played for Man City and Liverpool before, so they're big teams in the Premier League. And we just relax my players, and hopefully we can pick up a home win. It's been really a terrible run, and that's like I said before, that's why I played through this a lot, because I knew nothing was going to happen really in the first season. So yeah, it will be. I would have hate to do a lot of live matches and get heaps of bad results. As who knows, I might go on here, but you got to have high hopes. And like I said, I want to finish off the season strongly. And the next episode, regardless of results, as we put in the corner here, or let's see if Banan can do something from range. Ooh, Stockdale, nice save. Yeah, like I said, my next episode is probably going to be the youth intake, like in early March or something. I'm not really sure. I have to check, but yeah, when I get it, I'll make a video. Because yeah, I just want to go through the season because yeah, like I said, this season's going to be nothing. Oh, like I said, Damari, he'll finish this. He'll finish this. Oh no, he went out wide for. Okay, he just ran out. That's something I've noticed really. Players seem to be letting the ball go out. Like sometimes when they're under pressure, they just kick it out. Maybe they're trying to kick it against like a defender or something to win a corner. Maybe they're just doing that. But I've noticed, especially today playing, it's happened like 3 times. What you saw with Damari there, trying to win a corner maybe and not really working. But Damien Duff, I think that's Damien Duff. It is. I saw him free before, but then he, of course, we're just on a bad run right now. We're really bereft of confidence. And yeah, we don't have the confidence, and that's a big thing right now. And if we didn't get those early 4 wins, like I said before, in the first month and a bit, we could be in the relegation zone because we've only got 2 wins since then. So luckily we got the early start. So that really shows my tactic is good. My players just are not confident right now, and we're conceding a lot of corner goals. I noticed, as you can see, we're very lucky to not concede again. It just my whole team is just the confidence is shot right now, and there's nothing seemingly I can do to change it. It's basically I just need to wait to a new season to bring in some new players, get my new transfer budget, there's like about 5 or 6 players I want to try and sell, and of course Andy Vyman picks up another injury. He was injured early in the season as well. I'm not sure who to bring on. Look at the morale. When the morale is like that, no doubt it's hard to get results. But I'm going to bring on Gabby for some pace. But yeah, we just don't have the quality. If you look here, you got Turnev, he's not really high Premier League quality yet. Gardner, not yet as well. Bannon, I suppose he's just there. Westwood, he's there as well. But the defence, I don't think the defence, but Lowton, I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe him as well. But we don't have any other options. That's the thing. So next season, there's going to be a big turnover in players. There's probably at least 4 or 5 players I want to try and transfer list and then use that money to buy maybe 2 or 3 really high quality players or whoever good enough that wants to come to my team. So that's the plan for the start of next season, to bring in some quality to the team. Not all these young potential players that can't do anything. Turnev again. See, they just give the ball away. That's nothing to do with my tactics. They're not good enough. Again, Turnev, what can he do? He's got decent potential, so he will be part of the future. Oh, Benteke. Again, I don't know what happened. The first couple months he was on fire, but since then, he's had basically no confidence. So yeah, I'm not sure what is up with that, but that's just what's happened. I can't really deal with that. Riera, he's been decent coming in, and yeah, we did need that replacement for Luna. Another bad injury. I always have bad luck with injuries. I'm not really sure why, if it's just the game or if it's just my coaches or whatever, but the last few games I've played, and games I mean like the AC Milan one, I had a lot of injuries, and this one, and the only reason I'm probably not fired is because there's not as high expectations as AC Milan, and that's exactly why I wanted to be Aston Villa, I should say. And yeah, Agbonlahor, could we score? Ooh, yeah, that's why I said the expectations weren't high, and we were never going to get relegated, even though we're going on a bad run. Because we have the likes of Benteke to score those goals to get us some results, but he hasn't been doing so lately. Damari was under pressure, but nothing was going to eventuate from that. And yeah, again, another disappointing game. I just keep saying the same things right here, but yeah, it's not working. You know I can get good results. Just if you see the first month, I might show it after this match. We really dominated early. I thought I could be in a European position next season, but obviously once the season goes on, maybe our starting 11 is good, but the next rotating players aren't good enough. That's the thing with Aston Villa, and that's what I'll look to change. But it's going to be hard to change it in one season. I've got to try and develop with youth. I might have to settle coming this position for a couple seasons, and then slowly my younger players will come into world-class players, and then we can start improving on results. So it may not be as interesting because I'm not going to win Premier Leagues or anything with Aston Villa in the foreseeable future. But here, Agbonlahor, or is it penalty? Or Bannon. He's been actually decent, and he's got decent attributes as well. He's got 16 for passing, 16 bravery. So he's definitely part of the future, Barry Bannon. He can do some nice things, as you saw there. Nice passing. Agbonlahor, he took a while to give it off, but again, he did well. I think Boateng actually tackled it, then it landed to Banan, but nonetheless, Banan finishes. I think he scored in the last episode I did. Can't really remember correctly when he missed the penalty. But anyway, I think I'll make a sub here. I still want to go for the win, and yeah, we've probably been better. And the last match we lost, we had 5 clear-cut chances to the opposition 3. Oh yeah, the Tottenham match where we lost like 4-1 or something, or 4-2, I can't really remember what it was. Tottenham, they dominated us, but we had 5 clear-cut chances. That shows to me the tactic creates so much chances, so I'm not really worried about that. We create heaps of chances. Again, Turnover, I'm giving him a chance. His morale's fairly good, so I might leave him on. I'll take off Gary Gardner. Bring in a Maddie. Anyone here that could help us score a goal in Zogbia. Yeah, I'm going to keep bringing him on for Riera because Riera only played 1 game for the season. I think he's at Galatasaray. And yeah, he's only played 1 game for the season. So his match fitness is really low. So I'm introducing him slowly and hopefully can put in a good run for the end of the season. And maybe when Luna's back, I might just send him back to Galatasaray because obviously we're spending that extra wage and that it costs more money, so I might send him back then. Just got to see how he's performing. Who knows? But here, of course, I would like to get a late winner. But if we pick up a point, it's not the end of the world. We're still picking up points. We're getting a decent amount of draws. I suppose that's a good thing. But ideally, you want to win. Again, right at the end, I don't expect anything here. Vla to put it in. A late winner would be nice, but it's never going to happen. It's just this pointless highlight at the end, and it gives you the false hope that you're going to score. And yeah, we're just, I suppose, picking up a point against an informed Fulham who are 7th, so they're doing really well in 7th. So it could have been worse maybe. At least we pick up the point. And yeah, that's why I said with this Aston Villa one, it's not going to be more so about the matches and me getting excited about it. It's more so going to be about the future and what's going to happen. So I'm just going to give you an update of the results. Actually, I was happy with that performance. You can see, like, the defenders, like Kyriakos and Vla in defence. That's the perfect explanation, like I keep talking about. They've been doing well, and we should be still sitting in 14th. And yeah, we have that extra points from West Brom, who are 15th. Sunderland 16th, 3 points away from us. And then, of course, Southampton, they're a bit lower with West Ham as well. So you wouldn't think we'll get relegated, but we do need to start winning. But yeah, I don't think we'll get relegated, even though we've got Manchester United not too far away. But yeah, it's very hard. Actually, I'm sort of thinking about doing 2 matches because I've been zipping through it very quick so I can get through it. So I might actually do that. Barry Banan, he's been really good lately. As you can see, last 5 games, he's got a 7.10 rating. And yeah, I'll do 2 matches in this one because I just feel, as you can see, my tactic is good. Look, my under 18s are winning 3-0. So it is a good tactic. My players just aren't up to scratch. And again, one of our better players getting injured. And yeah, I'm just trying to go fast through here to get to the next game because it's not too far away. It's just like a couple days later. So I'll just go through it. Yeah, what can you do about it? Darren Bent, I'm trying to sell him. Same with Ireland. And they said if we don't sell him in this transfer window, they're just going to want to leave. And I'm trying to sell them, but it doesn't seem to be working. So, yeah, but the next match is very important against West Ham. If West Ham pick up a win against us, that will be bad. They could come in, extra 3 points on 24 points. Really, we could still be in that relegation zone if we don't start winning. That's the thing. And you can see there in the top there, it says like Football Manager not responding. I'm not sure why that keeps showing while I'm playing. But yeah, that's just how it's been going lately. I'm not sure why it's taking long to process. But yeah, I'll just talk about my team. Yeah, as I said, with my team, it's this, or at least this series for the first couple seasons, it's more so going to be about, just playing through it quickly because the team's not good enough yet for anything exciting to happen. We're not going to win any cups. We're not going to get qualified for a European position clearly throughout. At the start of the season, I thought it was possible, but throughout that, we clearly showed that it wasn't going to happen this season. So we've got to develop those young players. And once I noticed we weren't going to finish it for the Europa League spots, I was playing the younger players more. Maybe that contributed to the results. And maybe I should try and put my best players in now. And yeah, I'm not sure why this is going on. Maybe it's because like the last day of the transfer window. I would imagine that's why. Maybe in future I'll try not to do a game on the last day. But yeah, at least it gives a chance for me to explain my team. And yeah, do you think I'm playing below expectations? Maybe, like, apart from the first month of games, you definitely think I am. I would be in the relegation zone, really, if it wasn't for those early wins. But you take what you can get in the game. And yeah, can I click browse or something? Look what's happening. When I click, this happens. I'm not sure how it'll look on YouTube, but yeah, it's not gonna quit or anything. It's not gonna crash. This just happens like when the game takes long to load. I'm not sure why it's happening actually. Maybe just because I'm recording like 2 programs at once. I'm not really sure, but yeah, hopefully you can just ignore this. thing that's happening right now, and you'll probably skip to when I'm playing the match. Yeah, this is really. If it was another match, I'll just stop it now. But as you can see, finally, yeah, because the transfer deadline, I'm just gonna decline it. Finally, okay, finally they wait till the last day. So let's see what Ireland he's gonna leave. I'm gonna listen to any offers. I want him gone from my team, Ireland. Everton, yeah, I'm just gonna accept 2,000 or $2 million. Thank you very much, or 2 million pounds. Sorry, I forgot I'm using that. Gary Gardner, Sheffield United. I'll send him back. He's clearly not up to the standard right now, as you saw from that match. But oh no, we didn't get dominated. But again, he's still not the quality for Premier League yet. And yeah, we need to play some more experienced players. And I'm surprised Bent. I might as well just take off. Where are we? Is Bent even? I'm not sure if Bent is even. I'll take Ireland off because he's most likely going to leave. Gary Gardner, he's not in anyway. I'll just confirm that. And we'll go into the submitting the squad. So let's see if anyone's interested in Bent. I'm really surprised no one is interested because he did score those 2 goals in the FA Cup. So I'm really surprised no one is interested in him, and I don't want to play him. Maybe it's his wage. His wage may be a big thing. And I don't want to play him because we have to spend a couple million for his clause. So I'm just going to basically not play him because of that reason. I think he may have 1 match left, but I don't want to risk it. Might have to use him late in the season or something. And Ireland's going to end up going to Everton. Very good, so we get the extra bit of money there. 2 million, a nice bit of money. So Bent, what did I call him there? Bent. Yeah, Bent. I'll just put him in the reserves. There's nothing I can do about him. What else can I send him to? We don't even have any affiliated clubs, so that's another thing. You probably say Bent's my best striker. Benteke's maybe better, I guess. But yeah, he's more experienced, no doubt. Gardner gone, Ireland gone. I suppose you can say we can make like a last-ditch signing for $1 million or something. Okay, let's just see who's available right now, just for fun. And I'm not sure how much money Ireland was on, but let's see. Should I get someone on loan maybe? Yeah, I'm not really sure. Maybe just someone transfer listed. So yeah, this episode is probably going to be a bit longer. Ooh, Aminike. Oh, he's not going to come to our team for sure. He's a beast, especially in FIFA. Pace everywhere. Yeah, they want heaps. Okay, he's available for loan. Maybe I'll just get him on loan. Maybe he can change the fortunes for us because Benteke is clearly not doing it. Ooh, monthly fee of 400k. That seems... Or should I interact with the board, see if we can make a signing of him? Because... but the thing is, we can't play Benteke at him at the same... But we could train him to be on the right wing, maybe. He shoots with power. What's his form been like? That's what I want to check out. He hasn't really been on scoring form, so he may not be a good striker in the game. Yeah, he's meant to it now. I'm just going to leave him. His teamwork is not... I'm going to leave him out. His teamwork is not good. Anyway, let's go back and see if there's anyone else willing to come to our team. Anyone cheap, but I doubt. To me, we need a good centre mid. How about this guy, Alev? This guy... Oh, no, he got long shots. He's more like a set piece taker, an attacking mid, not really a centre mid. How about Granero from QPR? He wants to leave, obviously. He's a really good player. I reckon he'll be decent in our team. I could think a good creative player. That's exactly what we need. I don't think they would want to send him on loan, but we'll see anyway. Yeah, he's not willing to go out on loan. I suppose this is like a pressure situation, like real life, and maybe you're interested in this. I'm not sure. Do you find it interesting? I'm not sure. Like how real life will be. Sometimes, like in real life, how teams like scrap late for a signing or something. Jack Colback, what's he's done this season for Sunderland? He's actually been decent, a 7.3 rating. But to me, he doesn't look amazing. He's got 14 passing. How much is he listed for? Let's see how much it will be for a loan. Loan transfer. I don't get it. Yeah, this is a bit confusing. I'll try and go for listed for loan. Anyone? Abu Dhabi injured, of course. He seems he's like been injured for about 4 or 5 years. Samba Diakite at QPR. Again, I know he could be a decent player. He could like deputise in a lot of positions, but he's not really like amazing player. That's the thing. And he's only played 4 games for QPR. You think he'll play more in the Championship? Mentally, he's not bad. He's got good tackling. Maybe that's what we need. Maybe just to make it a bit more defensive. Let's see what we can do for a loan transfer. Hopefully, I don't want too much. It says QPR wouldn't require any contribution, I should say, towards his wages. So we can get him for free pretty much. End of the season. Okay, thank you. That would be very nice. We can get him for free. Fantastic. and that means we could maybe spend the money on someone else. But I'm not really sure who we need. That's the thing. Pablo Barrera. Again, I don't think there's anyone going to be amazing here, and it's probably just going to lead this video be going too long. Colin Kazim-Richards at Galatasaray. He can play striker, and he can play on the right wing as well. Let's see. Yeah, they haven't really given him a chance as well. What's his transfer? Ooh, 2.5 million. I'm not sure. He's very strong and got a decent amount of pace, and obviously he's been in England for a decent amount of time in his early days, and yeah, he could be a decent player. What's his preferred move? Shoots with power and hugs the line. What's his kind of stuff going on right now? Transfer listed, loan, 50%. Yeah, but I'm not sure if we need him. That's the thing. Do we need another defender? Do we need another winger? That's what I'm kind of thinking. I'm just going to accept it for now. End of the season, monthly fee, fairly cheap. Only 50% of his wages. Still, that's not heaps, but anyway. How about Daira from Monaco? Maybe I should just get all these quality players in, see what we can do. He's no longer needed. I'll just get him in for loan, because who knows, the other one may not be accepted. So we'll just accept all of those. Just getting some loan transfers in. That's all we can do right now. We're getting a winger, another striker or winger, and Samba Diakite could play as a centre back as well, but also in defensive midfield or centre mid. So we'll see if those can go through, and hopefully this can find people enjoy this. And if you enjoy it, I might do this a bit more, like the end of the last day of the transfer window in January. So Richards accepted. So they're all accepted. Some decent players, experienced players as well. Say 26 years old, 24, and 26. Some experienced players at the top level. So who knows? That may make a difference to the end of the season. And I'm not sure if I'll bring him in straight away. Some loan offers, but the head of youth development deals with that. And yeah, we'll see if these can get accepted, and I'll play the West Ham match. So yeah, leave your comments if you like these long ones. But sometimes I can't be bothered doing it. But sometimes like today I will. It just really depends which match it is, and the interest factor that I think how interesting it will be. So here we're getting Daira on loan from Monaco. So this is definitely he's a big player. I just found him quickly and got him. His flair's really good. I don't think he's played much. He's just been in the reserves this season, and he's been decent in the reserves. I think that's the third French league or something. But yeah, I think he's actually decent. If you look at his attributes, he's got lots of flair, and he's very pacey and got good technique and can play either wing. So young Nabil, well, not that young, but like I said, experienced. Squad registration, all of them except fantastic. We're getting all these players in. You get Richards, Colin Kazim-Richards. Like I said, he's had the experience in England, so he's not new to England, definitely. Nabil, will accept him or put him in. And yeah, because we sold Stephen Ireland, that frees up the wage budget, so they should be able to get accepted in the final minutes. So yeah, this is actually pretty exciting. So it's like if you were a bigger team, you wouldn't do this because you don't really need to. That's the thing. What's this? Diakite is not one of the club's earners, but yeah, I'm not sure. He has good potential as well, but he's 24. Okay, he's decent. I'll just put him on the training for what should I put him on? Defensive midfielder. We'll put him in there. Richards as well. I think I'll put him, I'm not really sure, maybe a winger, because that's what I'm probably going to play him as. His report is not amazing, but I was looking at his attributes quickly, and he's very strong. Okay, he's naturally as a striker. I'm going to put him as complete forward, because, yeah, we needed that, especially the bent. I'm putting him in the reserves. Okay, Stiver wants to move, or what is his name? Alone will be, I'll just do the loan thing, and we'll just leave it, but I don't really care about him, because he's not part of the future. And I think we still have to confirm those other players we signed. Where are we? See, Hellenius and Vyman, they're injured, so we needed players to come in. So Richards comes in, and he counts as a homegrown player. That's nice, even though we didn't need him. But anyway, we'll put him in. We accept that, and I think I'm going to train them a bit more as well, like another position. And yeah, who knows? These signings may make a difference, and we'll see a couple months later. Kazim Richards, teaching him to play on the left, and yep, he'll play there. Who else? Diakite can be trained. I think I'll train him to play as a centre-back if we need a backup for that position. He's been in the Premier League before as well. And who was the other signing? Nabil Dara. I'm just going to see if any are good for corners. No, he's not. Or free kick taking as well. I could teach him to play striker, but yeah, I don't think we'll need him to, because yeah, he's not really a good finisher, so we won't bother about that. Richards, is he good at free kicks or corners? Nothing really special. And Diakite as well, I wouldn't imagine he is. So I can just leave it how it is, so that's all good, so I can move into the match. And yeah, Leave your thoughts on those quick signings, and if you did in fact enjoy. And that's the thing different between like a top 4 team. You wouldn't be seeing me do that with a top 4 team. I'll just make a big signing and that's it. But when you're under pressure like this, you make these other signings. So really leave in your comments if you enjoy that. Then I'll definitely show that more throughout the other seasons and maybe the start of next season as well if I'm in that situation. It really depends on my finances and that. So obviously I can't promise that I'll do it, but yeah, you gotta balance it out. I'm just gonna do something here on my just thing to make. Oh, it's on gaming. I thought I put on. Okay, again, that's what happens when I click it while it's loading. But anyway, hopefully you can just, you can just ignore this where it says not responding. I'm not sure why this actually is. Like the game goes fast, so maybe it's just because it's in window mode. I'm not really sure. But for me, I can't record when it's in full screen mode because I get this black bar on the top of the left side. I'm not sure anyone else who tries to record Football Manager on Windows 7. That's a problem for them. But yeah, this happens a lot for me where it's not responding. So hopefully you can just, if there's nothing, I can't, well, I suppose you could say I could skip this editing, but I'm talking about important things pretty much, like my signings. I'll just talk about them, I guess. All very good signings. The defensive midfielder in Diakite can play centre mid as well. Also defensive, like centre back, like I talked to you about already. And the other 2 signings, very good attacking players, 1 winger and 1 striker. So I think I did pretty well to pick up those loan signings who are really like a high level, at least not like a top 4 level. Obviously, like I mean, what am I talking about? Like they at least have the ability to play at the top level. They might not be a top 4 level, but they can play in the Premier League consistently. And consistently do well, or hopefully it remains to be seen, I guess. But I was very happy to bring in that amount of players and that amount of talented players and experience. And I'm just thinking of stuff to say because this is not responding. But you'll see, like last time, it'll eventually, eventually get fixed. So yeah, hopefully these signings can in fact help us. Finally, I was running out of things to say. Baker coming back from injury as well. I can't target anyone. Ooh, Adkins tasting all Brighton, who's not really. See, I really like this stuff. This is actually a bit exciting. I'll sell him at the right price because he hasn't really been too important for our team. Dempsey, Reading bin for Albrighton. Big decision because it's hard to say because Albrighton, he's like a youth player at the team. He came through the youth ranks. But the thing is, he hasn't been playing well, and looking at his attributes, he isn't good enough for me, and he hasn't done the job. If you look here, he's a couple good games, but his only good game was against Leeds, really, where he scored. Anything else, like Premier League when we needed him, he hasn't really done well. So, and pick up the money. If we look, what's his value right now? His value is 3.2 million. Ooh, yeah, it's hard to say. This is really a big decision right now. 3 million. Maybe I'll just bump it up to 4 million and see what they come back and see if they accept that. We'll continue. And yeah, because definitely the money, it will go towards next season, not this season. And they would withdraw the offer, I should say. And yeah, ideally, I would want to keep him because he's a homegrown player of Aston Villa. And I don't want to sell those players unless they're really bad. Obviously, he is a Premier League level. Obviously, not really, really high level, and he can still improve a bit more. So who knows how much more he can improve. And he's got very good preferred moves for my tactic for the wingers. Runs with the ball down the right, knocks the ball past opponent and hugs the line. So when the team is confident, he's someone who would do well when the team is playing well themselves. So yeah, I'm not sure why this is taking long to process. And if I click it, it's going to go white again. So I think it's just like the transfer day. That will be the only reason I can think of because heaps of stuff is happening. So that was a crucial thing. Reading, I could have almost accepted that, but I think he has still something to show for the team because the whole team is basically playing bad. So who knows? He could develop into a decent Premier League player. He still has a bit more to grow. He's like 23, so he could grow a little bit more. And if he just increases his pace a little bit more and his technical ability, he could be actually a decent player in the Premier League. So I've got to be careful of that as I wait for this to load. And that's one reason I didn't join on that deadline day thing. I thought it would take longer, but it's going longer anyway. So in future, I probably won't do this because it will make a video go about an hour long, which is this one's probably going to go for. But yeah, we'll see what happens with this. I'm running out of things to say because this is happening a lot of times already. Marco Brighton. He could have easily left the team. But yeah, like I said, he's a homegrown player from Aston Villa and he still has that potential, and I'm kind of repeating it because He's on the topic right now, and I'm not sure what else to talk about. I guess I'll focus on the next match against West Ham. That's a definitely important. It's a very important match, as you see. West Ham on the 21 points, I should say, and they're in the relegation zone, obviously. And if they win against us, and who knows, anything can happen because the confidence is shot, like I said. So I think bringing those new players might give like a new a brush. I don't know what I was going to say there. But anyway, we can go into it. A breath of fresh air. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I just got mixed up on what I was going to say there. So, yeah, anyway, moving on. We should be able to play this match without... Oh, don't tell me it's going to go... It's going to go like this every single time. The end of the transfer window. And I don't want to even make any more signings. So, can't you just, like, skip it? I guess the whole thing has to process... And yeah, this part's pretty annoying. And I even have the game booster thing on, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, I might as well, actually, if I can go through this, I'll show you what I use to make the game better. Obviously not in this instance. Where are we? Game booster. Yes. And as you can see, it boosts by 40%. And yeah, as you can see, I recently downloaded Vegas Pro 12. And I guess you can see uTorrent there as well. YOLO. Anyway, we'll get out of that. And it's still processing. Can I browse and see? Browse? Nah, just see that. Yeah, that's pretty annoying. So yeah, leave your comments if this happens for anyone else or just me. Laptop stuff, not really sure. But yeah, there is not much you can do about it. And maybe it would have been better if I didn't decide to show the West Ham match, and it's definitely not going to be happening right now. But yeah, I'm not going to stop it because you know how long it's going to go for. You suppose I may edit it, but I'm not really sure because I'm talking about it a lot, and then I'll probably talk it throughout the game of the West Ham, and you probably think, what am I talking about? It didn't stop, like there wasn't no pausing or anything, so I think I'll just leave it how it is. I might as well check how long the video is going for. And this is what I used to record, as you can see. I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but it says it's going to 37 minutes. So yeah, ideally it should hopefully fit under an hour, unless we get like 3 more of these, which is pretty annoying. I wouldn't be surprised if people skip it to the next match anyway, but yeah, if you're listening to it, yeah, this is definitely a very crucial match against West Ham. And of course, when I start to talk about it, it goes like this. Yeah, it's pretty annoying. Okay, like I said, with West Ham, if they win, it's really a crucial match for them because they could easily just, with one win, they're out of that relegation spot, and then Sunderland and Southampton go down. So it's very interesting. Who knows? I really needed those signings at the end, and hopefully they do make a difference. And yeah, there's 3 players in there. You think one of them will do well for the team, and yeah, it really helps with those injuries right now. So I'm finally, hopefully it's finished. Yes, finally. It's done. So, does it say anything about us? Not really, because we just got loan transfers and something happened there. Registration window, I've done this all already. Just got to make sure all my players are in. I've got some under 21s there that don't need to be registered. So yeah, that's alright. We'll submit the squad list, and hopefully we'll be able to play a match. Important dates, I'm just going to skip. And Zogba, you can see Bakuna, some players playing well. But I'm just going to skip through all of this stuff because, yeah, I just want to see my confidence as well. If I'm still on a stable, yeah, we're still stable, so that's all right. So let's continue. And see, you can see it will process quicker now, no doubt. Hopefully, anyway. It won't take as long as the transfer window stuff. But who knows what messages I'm going to get. So yeah, the next episode is going to be early March. I think it's like March 16 or March 13 when the youth intake for the English teams come through. So that's going to be next one. I'm going to review my youth coming through. And I'm really excited. So I might just play it through tonight. As you can see for me, I'm showing you a lot of things because I don't really care about this video because so much things has gone bad. Like with the stopping and stuff, it's 8:16 for me, PM. So I'm actually really enjoying playing it apart from the results because I'm really eagerly anticipating the youth players I'm getting through. And yeah, for whatever reason, it's taking long. I'm not sure why. Maybe I'll just try and close some stuff here. What do we have? Got that game booster stuff. Okay, just press X. There we go. Finally getting through. Fancy chances. Board, Robinson, Pap, whatever. Some nice players here. Anyone with the... Ooh, Ryan Gould from Dundee. He could be a good one. But again, I just want to go straight to the match. See, that's how I want it to go. Bent wants to say, but I don't want to spend his release clause. See, he says that at the end of the transfer window. So Ben, I guess I'll just put him in the scene. I've got to check out his. How do you check out your clauses? Where are we? Clauses. Here we are. Bent. I just want to make sure what it was exactly. Oh, a 1.5 million after another. It's 4 league appearances. Because I thought it was just appearances in general because I played him in the cup. So I thought it was that. Okay, 1.5 million. Or do you think it's worth just to pay that to keep Bent? Leave in your comments. But even though, because I've recorded already like 2 episodes before this, so I might even already play him. But yeah, but we do have a couple players on loan, so I might just wait till next season. And you should leave your comments on that. Do you think it's worth to play Bent or sell him? But no teams seem interested. Maybe it's because of his wages. And if we got rid of those wages, it'll be good because it will allow to bring in other players. It just really depends the interest factor of other teams. So yeah, we'll just see what happens with Bent throughout the rest of the season. So yeah, I'll just give you a quick review of here. No one else has played. West Ham. This is a crucial match to win. If we can win, we could potentially, depending on other results, we can get back into 12 where Norwich is. And you think we could settle around there if we get a good result today. So Andy Vyman. I think I'll give some games to our new signings. Got Kazim Richards in there. You have to keep Benteke because he's just got beast attributes. If you look here, look at that. He's a superstar. You just got to give him time and maybe just fresh quality players around him. That's what I need. So Turnev off. Who are we going to bring in for him? Who's the new signing? Nabil Dara. Just got to bring on some talent. Even though that's not his natural position. Richards is natural as a striker, but we'll just put him on the right for now. Who can come in as a centre mid? Diakite. So I'm just bringing in all these players right now, all these new signings. Westwood. Yeah, a lot of players not very of the high, whatever you call it there. Actually, I'm going to put Westwood as a defensive midfielder with the condition is lower. Actually, defensive midfielders probably have to work harder. So anyway, our defense, I'm not sure what's happening with our condition of our players. It's really low right now. I think I have to bring Bakuna on for Lowton at the right back position because yeah, everything's really low. Brighton as well. Might have to rest Lowton. Bent. I'm going to put Bent on the bench, I guess. For Agbonlahor hasn't really been decent. Should I give Bent a chance? What is like our funds at? Actually, we could probably afford to keep Bent. Bent has been a decent. He's actually been decent for us, but I didn't play him because I didn't want to spend that 1.5 million. But who knows? It may be worth it. I'll just put him in because he's been on better scoring form lately than Benteke actually. So we'll leave that. I just got to make sure this is really crucial time. Agbonlahor. Akor, we have Kieran Clark. I might give Akor a rest and bring on Gabby there. Baker and the reserve still need some games. And yeah, I think that's the team to go with. Yeah, it's a decent team. Got Riera at left back. We don't really have any other options. And he's got a decent morale, so that's very important. Westwood. Anyone to come in midfield? Fabian Delph hasn't really been playing amazing. There's not much other options, especially with the injury. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Almaty will come on for Westwood. Because, yeah, Westwood, I'll leave Bannon, then I might bring on Westwood for Bannon. So, yeah, anyway, we'll move into the match, and hopefully some of our new players can make an impact. 3, I'm just going to put him in straight away. Number 5 for him. Kazim Richards can be number 7, close to 8, I guess. Nabil Naira be number 19. I don't think it really matters anyway. So let's see if these players can make an impact. I have a feeling, or at least if we win, one of them will do something. Because we've got 2 of them on the wings, and one of them defensive mid. You think some of them play well. A bit opposition instructions. Andy Carroll, let's just tackle him hard. I won't focus too much on him because he's probably not going to do much. Gary O'Neill, tight mark and show onto his weaker foot. Weaker foot for Jarvis. Actually, I'm going to try and not mark the wide players because that hasn't really been doing. I'm just going to show them onto the weaker foot. And hard tackle James Tompkins, I should say. And this is going to be one of my longest episodes, but yeah, I couldn't. There was a lot of things happening, but if you enjoy it, leave in your comments. Apart from the pausing stuff, so I'm probably not going to do it because of that reason, unless I have a way to fix it. But yeah, I don't really want to make these videos that long anyway. So yeah, it's going to be a rare occasion. But Riera, he's a new player. Don't forget. Richards. It only took him 4 minutes to score. And if he does well, do you think I should sign him? But according to his coach report, he's just a leading player for N-Power Championship teams. But I really like his strength. And we'll look at the replay here. Kyriakos, nice little set piece there, finds Bent. And then Richards just pick up the crumbs right there. And we're in front, 1-0. Fantastic. And hopefully we can continue it. Goal difference might be important. Riera. Whoa, here we go. Riera scores the second goal for us, and four really experienced loan transfers. To me, we've done really well with the loan, so maybe that's a best thing to do. Try and get loan players, and they can do the job like that. But ideally, I want to have players I'm going to keep for future seasons. But sometimes when you're a mid-table team, you have to make these signings. So yeah, we're really dominating right now, but you expect it. But we've expected against other teams, and we haven't really played like this. Two loan signings make an impact. Very good. Bakuna playing him at right back, seeing how he's going. Colin Kazim Richards finds Dara. They're combining. The loan signings are combining. 3-0 in 35 minutes. They're combining really well, and maybe I should make it like a move for them next season, but we are signing that other winger on a free transfer, so he would be similar to Dara anyway, but that was a really nice finish by Dara near post. Fantastic start, and this match was well worth the wait. 3 goals, and you doubt we'll lose from here. I'll keep going on the what is it called? Yeah, overload. I might score some more goals. Passionate. Where has this been all season? I suppose you're saying we're playing against West Ham, who's in the relegation zone, but yeah, I'm not sure if it's to do with the new signings or something, but we're just dominating right now. And maybe Bent hasn't done anything, so maybe it is best to keep Bent. He's the experienced striker, and Benteke, he's kind of up and down because he's still young, like inexperienced, like 21-year-old. But anyway, Riera should be careful now. Oh, he must be careful now, I should say. I'll wait to... Oh, yeah, we'll make a sub now. Nothing seems to be happening. But yeah, you can see we're controlling this well. 3-0 win so far. Very good. Albert Riera, I'll take him off, and then I'll just bring on Kieran Clark, someone a bit more defensive. Anyone else? Oh yeah, a couple players on low morale, or low condition, I should say. Bannon, I'll bring on Fabian Delph. And yeah, all of our players are doing well that I signed on loan. So that was a very shrewd piece of business right there. Benteke for Bent. But to me, I thought I might as well play Bent because I'm not sure why, but I'll just play him. Yeah, Richards, he was the one I'm going to take off for Nzogbia. Then I'll swap him with Dara, and Dara's in his natural position right there. Perfect. And I'll just do I'll do these. Some players, they're gaining confidence. Look happy. Can we do a perfect 3 right there? All perfect of them get a nice one. One looked to gain confidence, and the other 2 were looking happy. So we should hold on to this result, if not score more. But yeah, I wouldn't be complaining if I don't score any more goals. A 3-0 win would be perfect. But obviously you want to score as many as you can. But yeah, the first half it was really amazing. And that's one thing I noticed in Football Manager. When you dominate the first half, score like 3 goals or something, you don't dominate as much in the next half. But yeah, that's just my experience. And yeah, hopefully this match was worth the wait. But Collinson, he's going to have a chance late. Vazte. But unfortunately, I'm just going to go, just to protect the win, I'm just going to go on defensive. So we can hold on to the win. But if they score another, don't tell me I'll lose here. But realistically, just the way we're playing, I would think we would score another if it was anyone to score. Because, yeah, we're the ones who's really going to look like we're going to win. But who knows what will happen. Bakuna, good defending. Oh, Delph, oh, nice there. Kieran Clark, who knows. A lot of players, they might not be confident. But we have the experienced centre-backs. Bent, ooh, getting in. Adrian, the keeper. I'm not sure who Adrian is. The only Adrian I know is a striker, the Spanish player. But anyway, yeah, playing on defensive, we should hold on to this result. We're probably always going to concede 1. Oh, no, this is not going to... Vazte, oh, save. No One. Is his name actually called No One? His name is No One. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, we should hold on to this now. We can't lose from here. Hopefully we can score to pick up another goal to get a +3 goal difference. Alamadi, what can he do? Delph, finish. Oh, we have another chance. No, it's no goal there, but we're going to pick up the 3 points and a +2 goal difference here. It could be important later in the season, not too sure. Might even be another chance to goal. Dira, can he assist? No. Bakuna. Alamadi. Delph. Oh, second time in less than a minute where he hit the crossbar, or the bar, whatever you want to call it. And we should hold on to the result here, but I would like it to end. Delph, outside the box. Diakite. He's actually been good in defensive midfield if you saw his rating before. And yeah, just playing it back. Bakuna, he's actually been decent as a right back. That he might have found himself a position there. No One again. No One's in. Number 37. No One puts it in, but Guzan saved comfortably right there. That's it. We pick up a win, get the 3 points, and we get those 3 points away from West Ham, who would be, they're like the last relegation team, if that makes sense. And yeah, I'm just, that was a very, I don't want to say why we can't play like this on a consistent basis, because that ruins the morale. I'm just going to say the morale, I should say. There we go. Looking delighted. So where does that move us up into now? Move us into 13th. So we're kind of in a decent position now for our expectations. And man of the match, or player of the match as it's called in my game, Colin Kazim Richards, loan signing. I knew one of them would dominate. Well, all of them dominated really, but only one could get man of the match. So I was very happy with that result. A fantastic start. Leave your comments, leave your thoughts how I did well in the last couple hours of the transfer window to get those amazing signings who made the impact. 2 of them scored. All loan signings scored in this match. Richards, look at that, on loan from Galatasaray, big team. Riera, 2 players on loan from Galatasaray, so 2 big teams. And then we got Dara from Monaco, and you know they have a big money. So we got all these loan signings from big teams, very good. We dominated there. And if you go to the match confidence, good to get a good thing there. So to keep up the board's confidence for me and that kind of thing. So yeah, that was very good. Look, Premier Division now. We're sitting 13th. I'll just do an overview of those signings again so you can see history. I guess you can see how much I pay for them. Albert Riera, 16k per month. Nabil Dara, 50k per month, but it's definitely worth it. As you can see, he scored and picked up to 3 points for us. Samba Diakite for free, which is very good. And Colin Kazim Richards from Galatasaray for 28k per month. So, yeah, he really dominated in that match. So, looking at his attributes, do you think he'll be good enough? For me, what really stands out, his strength, 18 strength. So that makes him a good striker. He's really physical. He's got decent pace. So, leave in your comments, would it be worth to make a move for him at the end of the season? I'm not sure what his transfer value is at if I go to make an offer. Or is he off transfer listed? But if next season that he's still transfer listed, do you think I should make a move for him? Maybe I should wait a bit more. Maybe it's just like a one-game wonder, but I doubt it. Like I said, he's really physical, and to go with that, he's got shooting with power. Fantastic. He could be actually a really good striker. If we do, in fact, sell Bent, we could pick up him. So, yeah, leave your comments on them. And, yeah, we got Manchester United next, of course. But then, look at this. We got Cardiff, Hull, Norwich, Swansea. So we could easily pick up some wins there. If we get at least 2 wins from those, you think we'll be safe from relegation. So leave your thoughts on this episode. I threw out all the different random things that happened. But more importantly, we picked up a nice win there against West Ham. A win we needed to pick up the confidence. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time for the youth intake, which is a very exciting time in Football Manager.